What's up, you guys? Welcome back to From the Shelves. I'm Jamie, and today we're looking at the 112 Scorpion from the brand new Storm Collectibles. Now, this company is based out of Hong Kong, and this is their very first release. He stands about 6.5 inches tall, comes with a ton of accessories, and is very heavily articulated. Paint-wise, we'll have to get into that and take a closer look, but initial thoughts, he looks pretty badass in the box. I'm pretty impressed with their debut of this so far. Now, if you guys like this figure, make sure to check out Big Bad Toy Store. He's available right now, and they have all your action figure needs. I'll put a link in the description below. So is this the end-all, be-all Mortal Kombat figure we've all been waiting for? Let's get him open and find out.
Get over here!
Storm Collectibles 112 Scorpion figure from their Mortal Kombat line. Now, like I said in the intro, this is a brand new company, and this is their very first figure. Now, Storm Collectibles will be releasing other Mortal Kombat figures from the likes of Sub-Zero, Goro, and Shao Kahn, and they're working on their Street Fighter series right now as well. They're also doing some gimmick lines like Mike Tyson, Dennis Rodman. They even have Hulk Hogan coming out. But this was their debut, and to tell you the truth, this is a great debut. I'm very impressed with the Mortal Kombat or Scorpion figure here in front of us. We have gotten Mortal Kombat figures in the past, but nothing to the quality or articulation or even accessories we've gotten in this figure. Now, as always, we will start with the sculpt first. And as you guys can see, we get a great head shape. This is the figure or the Scorpion directly from the original Mortal Kombat arcade game. We get a great hood over here with some heavy wrinkling. You can see up here, mine is a little wedged out. I wish they would have kind of pinched this in just a little bit more. It kind of tends to float out, but that's just a nitpick. We get some more wrinkling down in his neck. You can see his entire vest. We have sculpted in points right here from the crossover at his vest. Now, as for his ninja garment itself, we get a nice soft rubber. It can pretty much fold clean off of the Scorpion figure himself. We get some more wrinkling through the back, and you get some belt creases all through the back of his waist area. Now, coming through this, you can see this little tie here. As you can see right from the get-go, there is some missed paint options. We will touch on that in just a little bit, but we get some, this is all, like I said, a nice soft rubber, so it doesn't hinder any movement whatsoever. We get some more wrinkling down through his pants and into his knee pads. They did a great job on this. So you can see they actually even sculpted in, I guess, the pinholes or protrusions right here instead of painting them on, which was great. We get some more rectangular options down here for his shin guards. Looks directly out of the video game. I love what they did with this sculpt. Down here at the feet, you can even see they sculpted in some toe creases over here for his sandals, or I guess little feet or boots. Up to his arms, we get some cool gauntlets that actually aren't attached. They rotate all the way around. They're also a soft rubber as well. His hands look good. Your generic looking hands that he comes with tons of them. We'll get into that in a moment as well. But nicely sculpted fingers. The fingers are, I don't want to say a super soft rubber, but they're not a super hard rubber as well. They do kind of bend, and they have a little give to them. His arms, to me, are a little bulky for his size. I mean, they do look a little overbearing on him, but maybe that's just me. But I guess he is supposed to be just a cool, bulky ninja. And for his face, we get kind of a scowl on his forehead. You can see the wrinkle lines up into here on his foreheads. Some great white eyes. And just a nice classic mouth cover for the ninja look. We also get a second one of them, which we will get into. So it's a great sculpt. It's straight out of the video game. They did a great job with it, and I'm really, really impressed. Now, coming into the paint. This was the one part I was kind of let down by, to tell you the truth. You can see right from the get-go there is a ton of misspotting almost all over his soft rubber garment. You can see right in here misblacking. The lines aren't very well painted in. Down into here to his belt as well. Just tons of missed opportunity. It's this basic, simple stuff. But this is a brand new company, and this is their debut figure. You got to think after a couple of these lines and a couple of these waves, they're going to get this stuff down pat, because it looks like the rest of the stuff they really nailed. But I mean, that's just basic stuff. You gotta hit on these kind of figures, especially if you're spending $50 on this kind of thing. But the coloring itself is a great tone. We get the classic almost gold or yellow-esque coloring all through the ninja garment itself. Your traditional Scorpion look. In later games, he kind of had a darker tone, but this is very reminiscent of what we saw in the originals. You get a nice matte black all through the rest of him. Nothing crazy. There's no gloss coat to it. There's no real wash to the suit on his body itself. Just a heavy matte black, and that's about it. Looks like they tried to get some hints of washes through his armor or vest itself. It didn't look like it's really showing through. You can see up in here just a little bit, but nothing too crazy. But they did manage to get a nice wash on these leg pads themselves. It's really actually makes these things pop. They did a great job right here, but I don't know where they were going up in here. It doesn't make much sense to me, but a great job down here. Looks a little weathered. Looks very traditional to what we're used to with Scorpion. Then we get into his gauntlets up here. You can see another matte black with a nice silver wash and some dry brushing through this itself. This is nice. I wish they would have had more of a touch on this in some other areas of him, but I guess this is the part where he's kicking ass with, so it would be worn out. Now for his skin tone, a little dark for my liking as well. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I haven't played Mortal Kombat in a long time, and it just looks a little different to me as of now. But his skin is a little tan. You would think it would be just a tad bit lighter, but that, I guess that's just a nitpick. It's just not your traditional look. In his face, you get the nice pale white eyes. They're almost a gray. Great take. I love the color they use for the eyes. And you get almost a pink or red inner circling on those. Great job on that as well. Not much of a wash to the skin tone itself either. Pretty basic. Like I said, guys, the paint on this was probably my only one letdown on this thing, but this is the debut, and we'll see where they go from there. Now, as for articulation, this guy is awesome. Very, very heavily articulated, more than I even expected, to tell you the truth. You can see right from the get-go, we have double pegged elbows, huge ball swivel on his hands, huge range of movement. You got a bicep swivel right here, ball peg in the arm itself, and you can see a shoulder swivel actually in there, which is nice. Down here at the torso, we get a nice ball joint we're all used to seeing, double pegs at his knee, a full ball joint at his ankle, a toe pivot as well, and we come up to his torso. We get a nice ball joint at his torso, his head, full range of movement. I've seen some other reviews. They say he doesn't look up too far. It's hard, I guess, depending on the angle you're putting him. But it's a very nice ball joint. And you can see they actually have a neck pivot on this, which I didn't know. So you can pull them out and it can look directly down, which is pretty cool. You'll see here in the accessories area why they kind of incorporated that in this figure. But great range of movement in this guy. Can really pose any way you want to. Now the joints, I don't want to say they're loose because they're not, but they bend really, really smooth. There's no stiffness to them at all. They glide almost in a way, and they hold their position in almost any way you want them to. You can see with just ease, just a single finger, I'm pushing them around. And I love the articulation with this guy. I wish they maybe would have covered up a little bit more areas, but the articulation for this Scorpion figure is very well. I think Storm Collectibles took a lot of nods from other companies and did a super job on that. And for accessories, we get tons of this stuff with this Scorpion figure. Tons of interchangeable hands. You can see right here, we get 2 flat hands, which can use to do the karate chop pose, or do you see have his spear come out of his hands, which I'll show you in a second. We get 2 full fists as well, which are very nice. The paint on them is similar to what we saw on his other hands. And we get an open hand right here, the exact same one we have on this, except this is his right hand. We get his holding hand, also similar to what we have over here, except this is also another right hand. He can hold his spear. Then we get his mask. Now this is the Mortal Kombat 2 mask. He's actually wearing the Mortal Kombat 1 mask. You can see it's easily swapped out. Of course, I'm going to have some trouble now. It comes in a single peg like that. So you just pop him off, and he presses right in. I'm not sure, to tell you the truth, which one I'm going to use. They both look pretty cool. I think I'm going to go more of the traditional look and use the all-cloth mask. But hey, they're both pretty badass. And then we get his spear that comes right into his hand as well. As you can see, I have him holding this one. But you can unplug this guy, pop this spear right over through this, and then throw on, if I can find where that went, this hand, just like that. So if you want to, I think I have the wrong hand, yeah. Of course I have the wrong hand on, but you guys get the gist of it. So it looks like he's actually throwing out his spear, which is great. I love the addition. It's a nice, I don't want to say a bendy wire, but it's pretty sturdy. It's not going to fall down on you once it's on your shelf or anything like that. I love the addition of this. I think I'm honestly going to have him holding his spear. Just looks, I guess, it's a cleaner look. Won't take up as much room. But a great, cool addition for that. The hands remind me of what we see in the Mezco 112 lines. Easily plugged in, plugged off. You don't have to fight with this really at all. Full rotation. They're not going to unplug easily, but with just a little bit of force, you can see easy as pie, in and out. And for the last part, we get an interchangeable head. Now, I was very excited for this, to tell you the truth. And it comes with this skull from the Scorpion line. You can see the jaw articulates as well. So you can plug this right off. Head is the same as the hands. Very easy on and off. You plug it in like that. Boom. Now you can see where this neck pivot wants to come into play. If you want to hold him like this, he also comes with his Hellfire attachment from the video game itself, that move. So you can have him playing right here. Kind of put that right into his mouth. If he wants to sit for me. And have it look like he's blowing fire on the ground. Like there's one of his brutalities or fatalities. Where I think it's just one of his basic special moves. But, man, it looks awesome. They did a great job with the color tone of this. Nice translucent yellow with hints of orange and tangerine and red all throughout this fire. The design and sculpt is great as well. The skull itself, a little darker gray than we're used to seeing on other skulls, but it looks heavily weathered. Just a great job, a great addition. I know a lot of fans are going to end up having them on their shelves with this skull. So, all in all, guys, this is a fantastic figure and a great debut from the brand new company, Storm Collectibles. I was very impressed with all the articulation they were able to pack in this figure. My only complaint is the paint. They missed pretty basic stuff on this figure. Stuff they should be... It's the stuff from day one you learn in figure manufacturing. You gotta nail the paint, and it's really... There's no excuse from this, but... A great sculpt, a great design, tons and tons of accessories. He looks great, moves great, paint's a minus, but all in all, this Scorpion gets a B+. I am very excited to look at more Storm collectible toys. I will be purchasing another one to see where they can take it from here. I wouldn't say this is the end-all, be-all Mortal Kombat figures, but it is definitely the best one we've gotten in this scale to date. So, remember guys, if you like this video, hit that like button, comment, subscribe. I love talking to you guys, and remember, keep on collecting.